Let's get this madness rolling.
Hello YouTube, for the most ridiculous number of times I tried to tell this thinking theory I have for like, I've lost count at this point. Yes, my family has heard me said that he's lying so many times that they are even getting tired of it. Anyway, I hope you like, subscribe, share, and comment down below. As I explain my theory that there are two purple guys. First off, we'll start with William Afton, the purple guy that we all know, and it's obvious the purple guy. First off, we know he's playing Lot and all that, and FNaF 3, he actually says sorry, as we all know in that little minigame. And it does affect the true ending, I believe, or might not. I'm not 100% certain. But, with that look that, if he does say sorry and you accept his apology, he goes and burns himself. Which is interesting. Now, if we also go and look at the fact of how he behaves in FNaF 6, and people's like, nah, with how he behaved there, no, we never did say sorry. But if we look at it a bit more clearly, I'm like, no, not really. Because with all that's happened with William Afton, I'd say there's a possibility with how he acts and behaves, as far as we know, that he might have a split personality disorder, which would explain a bit of his personality and also explain a bit of things from Ultimate Custom Night. Because if we go and look at the Ultimate Custom Night, we see that there is Spring Trap and Scrap Trap there, both, and one doesn't speak at all, which is Spring Trap, which makes sense of it. But if we go Scrap Trap, well, he speaks. He says, "I always come back." That's the classic line. And I'm like, wait a minute, you're torturing yourself, aren't you? How is it possible then? Then I think about that. Split personality, separated from each other. Now I bet you're like, wait a minute, you're saying that they become two separate entities and were split? Yes, I am, and here's why. If we go and look at the fact that he apologized, what if he truly did say yes? And they knew, and they forgave him. Even then, and that means he burned himself and tried to put an end to the nightmare, which explains why the skin, like the dead body inside Scrap Trap, is a bit darker and why his arm is off, because it melted off, or burned off, or disconnected itself because it burned a certain part of the body of the arm, making it collapse on the ground. And if that happened, well, that would explain a bit. But that means the way he behaves is still somewhat like, well, the evil purple guy. I'd say purple guy is like a split personality of his, which explains the orange guy look if everyone theorizes that the orange guy is equal to purple guy, which I don't fully agree with, but if that is the case, then that would explain it. The orange guy is when William Afton, the one that's not evil, is in control, but the purple guy represents when he's not in control anymore. And we'll explain quite a bit. And then, if we go and look at the Body of 87, Mangle, which I'd say is possessed by two spirits, a dog, and stuff. If you want to go and take a look at that theory, I believe I have it in my FNaF playlist. Go and take a look at it if you want. But Mangle biting him, Jeremy Fitzgerald, does not make any sense unless he's the second purple guy, which is my part of my theory. And here's why. There are two different variations of purple in the game. A more pinker purple and a regular purple. Purple we see usually. I'd say the regular purple might be Jeremy or might not. I'm not sure. But where the purple is Jeremy was the one who killed the spirits that haunt the toys. And I'm like, wait, you say the spirits that haunt the toys as well? Yes, because I don't believe the public can actually puppeteer spirits. Because if we go and look at FNaF half 2 with the games, it was Foxy in the original location of the 1885 Hive location, which has been revealed recently. That's the next location in a little book series that Scott Coffin is doing. If we look at that, had Foxy, I would say, is where this happened, where he found the 5 children laying dead, the first 5. But there's 6 actually for some reason, so I'm like, wait, what? I don't really care right now. I'm not going to deal with that nonsense and try to figure it out. Because it's alternate reality nonsense with books, but overlaps with the books, with the real thing, or the thing. So, with those 5 children dead found by Foxy, I'd say those were the first 5, and then when it happened to Marionette's death, that made it so it could go and put the bodies together. But then there's the next minigame. The next minigame where the bodies are scattered around the building of FNaF 2, the actual building where the toys are. So it's like, wait a minute, aren't they all together? And that's the reality of it. They are. So that means these are another 6. And I'd say this is where Jeremy went and killed them. Because they think it's William Afton, I would say, with how they think Purple Guy actually comes in and all that. I believe it was Jeremy Fitzgerald, and the other spirits knew about that, so they weren't possessed, and they went and killed. That's why they attacked Jeremy. Although the others were confused, maybe they thought, oh, maybe it's William Afton in disguise, and the toys realized that that's why they go and help him. And so they lead to attack of Jeremy Fitzgerald. They'll go bites him during the day shift. If they ain't gonna get scrapped, then the spirits are nowhere to be found. We don't know what happened to the toy spirits yet. I'd say I'll eventually, hopefully, be revealed if that is the case. Now, Jeremy Fitzgerald is still alive. Ivan goes, and for a few years, and all the events happen that usually happen, but then VR games come to be. And that's when, in these next events, I think what happened. Basically, he learns how to code, makes a makes a VR game. Specifically, the Five Nights at Freddy's VR game. The one where he secretly adds Glitch Trap, because he's still his evil self. And all of that. So that means the Glitch Trap is created, because he based off William Afton's personality. How he did, I'm not 100% certain. Maybe he went and found Scrap Trap when he was in the alley or some time and place, and hooked the data chip or chip from the thing to gain a shiver of the Purple Guy's personality. That's a split personality problem for William Afton. And that will explain also, let's go back to the whole Ultimate Custom Night thing of me saying that he is split. With him being, with Purple Guy, the one who's a split party that's evil, evil's the one being chased by his spirits still, because I would say that some of the spirit animatronics do not have the child, the haunts Golden Freddy, Cassidy, I believe in his name, or her name was. I'm not sure the gender, no, I understand the haunts, I think it's his. I don't know. I don't care really. But if we look into it, well, Scrap Trap can speak and he without Cassidy being there, because you can hear the voice in the background so slightly, yet with I Always Come Back, you don't. And it's like, wait a minute, Springtrap doesn't speak even though he usually, it doesn't make sense, especially if all the others do, who are major components. Why doesn't he, unless it's actual William Afton in the Scrap Trap punishing his split counterpart of his personality disorder, which would be very, redeeming, I would say, of him punishing the part of him that was controlling most of the time. Because in the end, when you see Old Man Consequences, the whole level 1 thing, secret ending, if you look into it and the whole sound thing says, I hate Mike, that doesn't make sense for William Afton's character at all. Because if we look at William Afton's character, he cares for his family, although he has split personality disorder and when he killed children. It wasn't his fault, in my opinion, because if it's a split personality, you have a time controlling that kind of problem if you don't get medication. So that means if William Afton was on control, he would probably would not have done it if he was in control. So that means when he put his son back together, because he loved his son and was in control for that. And I don't think the Purple Guy, it makes sense that the Purple Guy doesn't like him because he's been following his plans. But if we look at FNaF 3, Springtrap has spirit of a heartless killer and also a regular person, I would say, because of split personality. If that's the case, well, if we look at it more clearly, why would not just go straight in there and attack, since there's no child in there? There has to be a reason why it doesn't full on attack. If he's just a heartless killer and just wants to get it over with. Unless William is fighting for control and slowing it down, which in my honest opinion is a possibility, but no one's uncertain on that one. Now, I don't know how many children have been killed in this thing anymore, in all honesty. Because if we look at when in FNaF 3, when he says sorry, which shows that William is in control, and he tries to burn his body, trying to put an end to the nightmare, shows that William Afton was in control during that period, which I would say makes sense for his personality, and he was glad that the night guard wasn't there because he could apparently see. So it's not him just not seeing him and not realizing it. He just was tricking his split personality, which would make a bit of sense, and if that's the case. But if not, whoopsie daisy. So, there was 6 spirits behind the puppet when you ever choose to forgive him or not. So it's like, wait a minute. And shouldn't the spirit be inside the puppet? Not able to pop out whenever it wants? Because if that's the case, then why aren't all the spirits able to pop out whenever they want, apparently? Because it's been shown before that spirits can't pop out whenever they want their bodies. So the puppet can't. The puppet spirit shouldn't be able to do that all suddenly, I would say. I mean, they move on and all that, but when they're no longer holding a grudge, I would say. But anyway, you know what? I'm just dribbling on. But basically, there's 2 puppet guys. Jeremy has created the FNaF VR, or I'm gonna say in the next game that some new player will come in and with the and we'll see that maybe the animatronic spirits, I don't know, they all come back somehow. How including William Afton, trying to put an end to the nightmare and stop Jeremy Fitzgerald from having a boatload of people possessed and become killers. Was not really able to think for themselves properly, because that would be madness. And most likely the puppet and all the others can come back because Golden Freddy's there and could sense, and most likely will sense this is happening and be like, okay, I'm gonna stop this and I'm gonna bring you all with me, and brings them all back, and then somehow the animatronic bodies are hacked by the glitch trap, or maybe Jeremy, and then some new guy has to hopefully free every single one, most likely with the help of one who managed to escape. Which would be fitting if it was Scrap Trap or Spring Trap or William Afton as he is, and not the purple guy, because he'll most likely his spirit will be just sent away, by Golden Freddy, and this will be his chance to redeem himself and be like, okay, we need to free the spirit, we need to free their bodies so they can be controlled again, and it'll be a whole ridiculous thing, and they put an end to the nightmare eventually, hopefully, yeah, maybe. And also new spirits, new animatronics, because I would say that's definitely going to happen with the time period. I don't know how long it's going to be, but most likely more children will already be killed. And then they just give the bodies with new animatronic bodies. I would say a new cool animatronic to see would be an actual wolf and a snake animatronic. Those kind of animatronics would be cool. Well, but anyway, it's me blabbering on about my theory about how there's 2 purple guys, one has split personality disorder, and the split personality, the purple guy, will be he sent down where he belongs, and the real William Afton will finally be allowed to be himself and make up to his children and family. I would say, because I don't think he told his wife. That's why his wife didn't really, and Laura didn't bother pay attention when he fought. She fought. Yeah, you know what? You get the whole lore. If you bother to look into the lore, you understand FNaF and what I'm trying to say. But anyway, folks, this is Crazy Boy, and yeah, I just hope you enjoy this video, and I'm out of here.